We open in a sleepy Northern California town, the kind of place where everyone knows your name, your dog's name, and probably your cholesterol level. George Malley, played by John Travolta, is the town's beloved auto mechanic. He's got charm, a gentle smile, and a crush on Lace, a single mom who makes chairs and keeps her emotional walls higher than Fort Knox. George is celebrating his 37th birthday with friends at the local bar, tossing back beers and good vibes. But then boom, a blinding flash of light hits him from the sky. No one else sees it. George collapses, wakes up, and suddenly he's not the same. The next morning, George starts reading like a man possessed. He devours books on physics, medicine, languages, you name it. He's learning Portuguese in minutes and solving equations that would make Einstein sweat. He's not sleeping, just absorbing knowledge like a sponge on espresso. And then comes the kicker, telekinesis. George can move objects with his mind. Cue the floating sunglasses and confused stares. At first, his friends, Doc Brunder, Robert Duvall, the town doctor and father figure, and Nate Forrest Whitaker, his radio-loving buddy, are intrigued. But the townsfolk? Not so much. They go from friendly to freaked out faster than you can say brain mutation. George's intelligence is growing exponentially, but so is the town's paranoia. He's predicting earthquakes, inventing super fertilizers, and redesigning solar panels. Meanwhile, Lace is slowly warming up to him, despite her initial resistance. George even buys her chairs anonymously to support her business. Romantic or creepy? You decide. Things escalate when George helps a sick Portuguese man by learning the language on the spot and using telekinesis to rescue the man's relative. He's basically a one-man emergency response team. He also plays matchmaker for Nate and Ella, the Portuguese boy's mom. It's sweet, awkward, and slightly meddlesome, classic George. But the government's ears perk up. George decodes a shortwave signal that might be from a nearby Air Force base. Suddenly, the FBI swoops in, and George is taken in for questioning. He's poked, prodded, and tested like a lab rat. He breaks military codes, aces quizzes, and even shows off his telekinesis. The scientists are baffled. Is he an alien? A weapon? A miracle? George just wants to go home. Back in town, George's relationship with Lace deepens. They share tender moments, philosophical chats, and yes, more tomatoes. But George starts having seizures. Something's wrong. A brain scan reveals the truth. He has a rare, massive tumor, astrocytoma multiforme. His powers aren't divine. They're the result of the tumor pressing on unused parts of his brain. He's not evolving. He's dying. This revelation hits hard. George's story shifts from sci-fi spectacle to human tragedy. He's not the next step in evolution. He's a man with days to live. But instead of retreating, George embraces life. He teaches, loves, and connects. He helps Lace's children, Al and Glory, understand the world. He shares his knowledge with Doc and Nate. He becomes a beacon of compassion and curiosity. In one of the film's most emotional scenes, George records a message for Glory, explaining the nature of life, death, and love. It's heartfelt, poetic, and guaranteed to make even the toughest viewer tear up. George spends his final moments surrounded by those who matter, not in a lab, but in the warmth of human connection. The movie ends with George's passing, but his legacy lives on. The town, once skeptical, now embraces the changes he inspired. Lace opens up emotionally. The kids thrive. Nate continues his radio hobby with renewed purpose. George's impact is felt in every corner of the community. Phenomenon isn't just a story about sudden genius. It's about how we treat those who are different, how fear can cloud compassion, and how love can transcend even the most mysterious circumstances. It's part sci-fi, part romance, part tearjerker, and all heart. Travolta's performance is quietly powerful, and the film's message lingers long after the credits roll. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.